Hey everybody, Steve Burns here. If we have preferences from an older version of Blender and we want to transfer it to a newer version of Blender, how do we go about doing that? That's what I'm going to accomplish now. So I'm currently in version 3.5. How do we know that? I'm going to go right up here to the little Blender icon or the Blender logo. Go to my About Blender, right dead center, and there we are. Where I'm currently working in 3.5 beta. So what I would like to do is go get the preferences from the 3.4 version and bring it over into 3.5. So this is how we're going to accomplish that. I'm going to start by opening up Windows Explorer. I'm on a Windows machine, and I'm going to share how to get the preferences here. You need to find the similar location on the Mac. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. In Windows, however, you're going to go to your user preferences. Now that's always under the C menu, under the C drive, and you look for users, right? So we'll drop out users, go get the current user of my machine, which is Steve. That's me. And I'm going to drop that down. Okay? So I'm going to come over to Steve. Let's actually view all the folders right over here on the right-hand side. The next thing you're going to do is double click on App Data. Double click on that. Then we're going to go over to Roaming. And this is where a lot of your programs are placing their particular preferences. You're going to look for Blender Foundation. Double click on that. Target the Blender file and double click on that. And there are all your versions right here. The 3.1 all the way through to 3.5. So whenever you load on a new version of Blender, it doesn't overwrite the previous version. It simply installs a new version so that you always have an option to go back to the old version if you're in a production environment. So I'm going to go over to 3.4, double click on it, click on Config, and your config file is right there, userpref.blend. All you need to do is copy this. I'll right click and I will target copy. Then come back out, go find the 3.5 version, go to your config, and drop it right in here. And as you notice, it's the same name, userpref.blend, even for the 3.5 version. So it will overwrite it, and all your preferences from your previous version will now be able to be used in your current version of Blender. It's that simple. So for those who are Mac users, find out where your user data is located. You're going to do the exact same thing. And you can always do a search on your Mac for userpref.blend, and it should take you directly to that folder or to one of those folders on your system, okay, within the Blender system. All right, hopefully that was helpful. I've got a lot of requests about how do we transfer user preferences, so I figured it's a good opportunity to go ahead and create this video. All right, Steve Burns from Chromolution.com. More to come. Signing off.